Peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to another episode of Learn with Shavern. Thank you all for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, become a Patreon. You can share the link with a friend via text, WhatsApp, or whatever social media outlet you use, Twitter and so forth. I'm going to start you guys off with the quote. We're going to go over the 3 fun facts and then jump right into today's topic, which is how to find your want, or wants if you have more than one. So today's quote is by Maya Angelou. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. That falls right in line with what today's topic is about. In my 3 fun facts in today's news and boxing news, Terrence Bud Crawford knocked out Jose Benavidez Jr. I think it was like a 12th round technical knockout is how he won. But kudos to Terrence, you out here doing big things. We see you. You are currently undefeated at 34-0, and you're only 25 years old. So, brother, keep it up. We see you out here doing big things. In other news, and if you guys want to know more about Terrence Crawford, you can Google him, you can watch the videos of his fights and stuff. Senator Elizabeth Warren is one of the candidates, potential candidates that are going to run against Trump. Apparently Trump was mocking her for her claims of being Native American or having Native American ancestry. I'm not sure why that's a big deal, but apparently she released her DNA results, proving that she indeed does have Native American ancestry. So kudos to you, Senator Elizabeth, for proving you're Native American. And lastly, and I want you guys' feedback on this. Let me know if you think this is too harsh of a punishment. There's a gentleman named Manish Patel. He's 45 years old. Recently, he was sentenced to 22 years in Outagamie County prison for slipping an abortion pill into his girlfriend's drink. Apparently, he's been on the run since 2007. 22 years is a little harsh. That's like I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit harsh, not given the crime that he did, but I think it's a little bit harsh in comparison to, I don't even see pedophiles get that much jail time or convicted and it sticks. So it just surprised me when I saw that. So I thought it was interesting that I'd share that with you guys. Now, how to find your want. So I want you guys to grab a pen and a piece of paper. If you're not able to do that, my videos are on YouTube, so you can always rewind this part. How to find your wants in life. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says that the best solution to any problem is to throw as many solutions at that problem as possible. Okay, so with that being said, if time and money were not an issue for you, what would you be doing? Underneath that, why aren't you doing it? Once you can identify what it is that's blocking you, maybe you can remove those blockages and create that path to bring you one step closer towards what you want. If wanting to live in a mansion and driving a Maserati is what you want, then that is your focus. Your focus has to be catered to what is specific and feasible and realistic to you. So what that means, you cannot be a giraffe wanting to be an elephant, right? 2 different creatures, 2 different dynamics. The one commonality that they have is that they both eat plants, but besides that, everything else about them is different. They can never aspire to be one another. So with that being said, make sure that what you are aspiring to be is something that is to your full God or goddess potential. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. That's fine. No one says that you have to have all of the answers right now. And no one says that you have to know exactly what you want right now. But it is good to begin thinking about it, to identify it. Because then once that seed is planted there, then you begin to grow from that soil. The next thing, for those of you who are single, not in relationships, a good list, just a suggestion you can try, is writing down all the qualities that you would like to seek in a mate. This is very helpful because it does 2 things for you. One, you can identify what it is you actually do want in a partner. There are some people I've noticed that want partners just because they don't want to be lonely. But here's the thing about that. If you don't want to be lonely, that means that you cannot tolerate your own company. And if you can't tolerate your own company, why would someone else? So, identify all of the qualities that you actually want in a mate or partner, whatever the case may be. And then the second thing is identify how many of these qualities that you are listing for your partner that you actually embody yourself. Because as I stated, the universe is only going to give you more of what you already feel. So once you make these lists, imagine and visualize in your mind these things coming to fruition. Visualize in your mind how you would feel when this happens for you. Because that's all you're doing is you're creating it into the universe. We are visual creatures. So after you're done making your list, if you need to make copies, do so. If you need to put up little reminders, do that. If you need to put up sticky notes all over your desk, or you need to put it up on your mirror, if you need to put a copy in your dashboard or your car, whatever the case may be, whatever you look at the most, wherever you spend the most of your time and exert the most of your energy at. For most of us, this is work, right? You want to have a daily reminder of what your vision is, because we are visual creatures. And it is easy to get distracted because we're surrounded by distractions. As soon as you step out of your house, sometimes there's people who create distractions within their own house. But as soon as you step out of your house, there are distractions everywhere, from the noise in the street to the sirens that you hear, horns, traffic, people yelling, babies crying, whatever the case may be. You know, those are all distractions. Any type of noise other than silence. There's peace in silence. If silence bothers you, you may need to evaluate why. Maybe sound and music is something that your spirit is drawn to, but you want to make sure that those sounds are positive sound waves, because you also create and emit positive and negative waves when it comes to listening to music, right? So you don't want to listen to negative music. It's going to make you more negative if you are a positive individual. To sum that up. The last thing I want you guys to take in consideration in terms of finding out your why. As you are driving or walking or wherever you're at right now, I want you to look around and evaluate everyone's ideas. Now, what do you mean by that, Shavern? Well, everything you see before you was once an idea. From the pen that you're using, to the paper you're writing on, to the bottled water that may be in your area, to the clothes that you were wearing, to the shoes on your feet. These were all once thoughts and ideas in someone else's mind. So look around you. Look at everyone else's thoughts and ideas as inspiration for what it is that you want for yourself. What is it that you can create to give back to humanity that will also be beneficial for you to capitalize off of? And I know that seems really deep, but I assure you it's a lot more simple than you think. Life is actually very simple. The things that make it complex are all the things we add into it. So I really hope you guys take this information do it as your homework, right? Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode, where we are going to discuss the use of these lists for your why and how to use them in conjunction with the laws of attraction, right? These lists are going to be step one. If you are implementing the 3 acts of self-love, where you are mindful of the things that you are eating and the things that you are listening to and the things that you are watching, those are all good, healthy habits to consistently build up. Stay tuned. We do have a 30-day challenge coming up in November, 30 days of thankfulness. I will go over the actual prizes. I would like you guys' feedback, any topics that you find that you think are interesting that you would like me to research. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to take a look into it. And if I get enough requests, then I actually may do a whole video on it. So please like, share, subscribe, become a Patreon, share the link, text it to a friend if they are not on YouTube. If you guys are not familiar with what Patreon is, it is a second outlet that was created for people that have other social media accounts. So for example, if you're sending it to somebody who does not have a YouTube account, you can send them the Patreon link because they can also view the videos on there. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for joining Learn with Shavern. I wish you all many peace and blessings, lots of positivity, and lots of productivity. Have a wonderful day, family.